Alright, so today, let's talk about something that completely transforms the way we experience games. Ultra widescreen support. If you've ever played a game on a 21:9 or 32:9 monitor, you know it makes all the difference. The expanded field of view, the immersion, and the pure cinematic quality it adds to each moment can take your favorite games to a whole new level. So today I've got 20 great games that make the most of ultra widescreen support. Let's kick things off with Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. Nathan Drake's final adventure is a visual masterpiece even on standard monitors. But trust me when I say playing it in ultra widescreen is something else entirely. Those lush jungles, sprawling cliffs, and intense chase scenes get blown up to epic proportions. The action sequences feel bigger, and the quieter exploration moments feel like you're watching a full-fledged action movie. Personally, I love how the wider field of view allows me to take in more of the breathtaking environments. Whether you're scaling cliffs or escaping explosions, you're fully immersed in the world. God of War 2018 has some of the most beautiful environments in gaming, and in ultra-widescreen, those Norse landscapes look even more majestic. Whether you're in the snowy peaks or battling gods, the extra screen space really helps you appreciate the scale of everything. Combat feels even more intense when you can see enemies approaching from every angle, and the boss fights are on a whole new level. I remember fighting the dragon and being able to see every inch of the battlefield, which added to the intensity. Ultra-widescreen just makes Kratos' journey that much more epic. If there's one game that benefits from ultra-widescreen's immersive qualities, it's The Last of Us Part 1. Every environment, from abandoned cities to eerie forest paths, feels more open and alive with a wider aspect ratio. I love how it brings a cinematic quality to the emotional moments in the story, as well as the tension in those heart-pounding encounters with clickers. Personally, having that extra field of view when sneaking around enemies adds a layer of strategy and immersion. Plus, it just makes an already emotionally intense game feel even more real.
I shot the hell out of that guy, huh?
Yeah, you sure did.
I feel sick.
And you just hang back like I told you to.
Alan Wake 2 is a game that's all about atmosphere and tension, and ultra-widescreen enhances that feeling tenfold. The wider view makes dark forests and creepy small towns feel even more unsettling. You'll catch shadows and movement from the corner of your eye, adding to the paranoia the game thrives on. For me, playing horror games in ultra-widescreen is a double-edged sword. It's terrifying. But at the same time, you're so engrossed in the world that you don't want to stop playing. Alan Wake 2 in this format is going to give me chills. In Hellblade, Senua's sacrifice, the psychological horror and breathtaking visuals are even more intense with ultra-widescreen support. The game deals heavily with themes of isolation and madness, and the extra screen real estate adds to that. I remember walking through those stunning yet terrifying environments and feeling fully engulfed in Senua's journey. The ultra-widescreen format really deepens that feeling of being inside her head, surrounded by her visions and voices. It's both haunting and beautiful, and that's what makes this game a must-play in ultra-widescreen.
Take him down!
Survival horror games like Resident Evil 4 Remake benefit a lot from ultra-widescreen. In this case, you get a much broader view of your surroundings, which can be both helpful and terrifying. I love how it makes navigating the creepy atmospheric environments feel more intense. You can spot enemies lurking in the shadows from the corners of your screen, which adds a whole new layer of tension. Ultra-widescreen doesn't make you feel any safer, but it heightens the fear because you're constantly aware of everything around you. For me, this is how survival horror should be played. Ghost of Tsushima is a game built for cinematic moments, and the ultra-widescreen support in the Director's Cut edition is the perfect complement. The landscapes of Tsushima, golden fields, towering mountains, serene forests, are even more beautiful with that expanded view. I've spent hours just riding through the island, taking in the scenery, and in ultra-widescreen the game feels like a living painting. It makes the cinematic duels feel even grander, and the wide sweeping views during battles give you a better sense of your surroundings. For me, this game is a visual feast in every sense of the word. Exploring the cities in Assassin's Creed Mirage becomes an even more enjoyable experience in ultra-widescreen. The parkour mechanics, the crowded streets, and the sweeping views from tall buildings all benefit from that extra screen space. Personally, I love how it gives you a strategic advantage. Being able to see more of the world while planning your next move or identifying enemies makes the game feel more fluid. The added immersion in such a vibrant and historically detailed world is a big plus for me.
Let the rabble come. We are always on guard. Hold on. Hey! Wait, what?
Death Stranding is one of those games where the world itself is a character and ultra-widescreen support enhances that in a big way. The vast, desolate landscapes you traverse as Sam Porter bridges become even more expansive, making you feel both isolated and in awe. I love how ultra-widescreen really lets you soak in the atmosphere, whether you're trekking through rain-soaked mountains or crossing wide, empty plains. This is a game that's all about the journey, and having that extra visual real estate makes that journey even more immersive. In Horizon Zero Dawn, you're up against massive mechanical beasts in vast open environments. Ultra-widescreen lets you take in more of the beautifully detailed world around you. When you're battling a Thunderjaw or exploring ancient ruins, the extra screen space gives you a tactical advantage and a more complete view of your surroundings. For me, it's a game where the expanded field of vision feels like a natural fit. Plus, with such gorgeous environments, you'll want to see every inch of this world in ultra-widescreen. Swinging through New York City as Spiderman is already a blast, but in ultra widescreen it's an experience like no other. The wider field of view gives you a better sense of the city's scale, and web swinging feels smoother and more exhilarating. Combat also benefits from the extra space. You can see more enemies at once, making for more dynamic and fluid fights. Personally, I find that ultra widescreen really makes you feel like you're in the middle of an action-packed Spider-Man comic brought to life.
Man, how'd the bomb squad guys get through this?
Racing games are always a great showcase for ultra widescreen, and Forza Horizon 5 is no exception. The landscapes of Mexico look absolutely stunning, and the extra screen space gives you a better view of the road. It also shows you more of your competitors and the beautiful environment around you. For me, racing feels more immersive when you can see everything at the periphery. Whether it's the desert sun blazing down on you or a rival car coming up alongside, it adds a whole new level of thrill to the races. A Plague Tale Requiem takes the haunting beauty of its predecessor and pushes it even further, and in ultra widescreen the game feels even more atmospheric and intense. The wide field of view enhances the detailed environments, from the plague-ridden villages to the sprawling landscapes of 14th century France. Personally, I love how the added screen space makes stealth sequences feel more strategic. You're more aware of the rats and enemies around you. Plus, it really brings out the emotional weight of Amicia and Hugo's journey. The Witcher 3 is already one of the most immersive RPGs out there, and ultra widescreen takes that immersion to the next level. From the bustling towns to the vast open wilderness, the extra screen space makes everything feel grander. Riding Roach through the countryside or exploring a dark, dangerous forest in ultra widescreen makes you feel like you're truly in Geralt's shoes. The cinematic cutscenes also look more epic, which enhances the storytelling. If you're a fan of open world RPGs, this is a must-play on an ultra-wide setup.
Stinks like a now for the whole house. They burn well.
Cyberpunk 2077 thrives in ultra widescreen. Night City is an incredibly dense and vibrant world, and the wider field of view makes exploring it feel even more immersive. The neon-soaked streets, towering skyscrapers, and chaotic combat encounters all benefit from the extra space. Personally, I love how it brings a new level of immersion to the game. It feels like you're really walking through the dystopian future. Plus, the driving sequences feel more intense when you can see the city sprawling out in all directions. If you ask me, I think stealth games like Hitman 3 are perfect for ultra-widescreen support. Having a broader view of your surroundings lets you better plan your moves, identify opportunities, and track enemy movements. For me, playing in ultra-widescreen enhances the feeling of being a master assassin. Whether you're sneaking through a crowded party or stalking a target in an open plaza, you feel like you have more control over the situation. It adds a layer of immersion that standard monitors just can't match.
What? Hey, check that out.
No worries. Nice.
In Dead Island 2, the chaotic, sun-drenched world of zombie-infested Los Angeles comes alive with ultra-widescreen support. The fast-paced combat, open-world exploration, and gore-filled action are heightened when you can see more of the environment and threats around you. For me, the extra field of view adds to the adrenaline rush as you fight off hordes of zombies, making every encounter feel more intense and immersive. Ultra-widescreen makes the post-apocalyptic playground of LA even more thrilling to explore.
It's Bel Air. Of course it's locked.
As a game set in such a magical and visually rich world, Hogwarts Legacy shines in ultra-widescreen. The expansive views of the Hogwarts grounds and the surrounding landscape feel even more enchanting with a wider field of view. Whether you're flying on a broomstick or exploring dark dungeons, the extra screen space makes the world feel more alive and immersive. Personally, I love how it enhances the sense of wonder and discovery as you uncover the secrets of the wizarding world.
That looks painful. Care to try another round?
Yes.
Trust me, Gotham City feels even more gritty and atmospheric and ultra-widescreen. I think Batman Arkham Knight already does a fantastic job of making you feel like the Dark Knight, but with that extra field of view, you're more aware of your surroundings as you glide through the city or engage in combat. For me, it's the ultimate way to experience the game, especially during those high-speed Batmobile chases. The darker corners of Gotham feel even more ominous when you can see every shadowy detail. Finally, we have Red Dead Redemption 2, a game that's already one of the most immersive open-world experiences out there. In ultra-widescreen, the sweeping landscapes, bustling towns, and intense gunfights become even more breathtaking. I've spent countless hours just riding through the wilderness, taking in the beautiful scenery, and ultra-widescreen makes that experience even more cinematic. The extra field of view enhances every aspect of the game, from the story to the exploration, and for me, this is one of the best games to play if you have an ultra-wide setup. So there you have it, 20 games that take full advantage of ultra widescreen support. If you haven't experienced gaming on an ultra widescreen setup yet, I highly recommend giving it a try. It'll completely change the way you play. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more gaming content. See you in the next video.